Interior design is one of the fastest growing careers and it will be in future as well. For simple reason being, just ask yourself, what are the basic needs of a human being? Food, clothing and shelter. The word shelter here means interior, and these three industries have highest growth and opportunities. As long as there are human beings, we require homes to stay, offices to work, malls for shopping, places for entertainment and so on. All these places require beautiful interior that are pleasant to eyes and comfortable to use so that we can stay for longer hours in interior. If you aspire to be an interior designer, don't think twice. India needs more than 1 lakh interior designers. Do you have what it takes? Stay with me till the end to check out the skills needed, interior designing specialization you can offer and salary that you can get. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button right away so that it encourages me to make more such helpful videos. So let's get started. In this video, we'll be covering the following topics. If you are in a hurry, you can jump to any particular subtopic with the help of timestamp. Just touch the screen and click the text below to see the timestamp for subtopic wise. This video is with subtitles. In case you have automatic caption setting of YouTube on, switch it off by clicking the white CC icon on upper left corner of the screen to avoid text overlap. Let's get started with the first topic. Importance of interior design. Why the field of interior design is important, let us understand with these 4 points. Due to the rising population and a shift in family structure from joint to nuclear families and rising real estate cost, effective and efficient use of the limited space is not just the choice but the need of the people. With all these developments, interior designing is emerging as a booming career option for people with a creative bent of mind. Structures are done only once, whereas interiors of a place can be done more than once. 90% of our time is spent in interior space. Interiors affect our psychological, physiological health and safety. We prefer to stay for longer hours in places that are scientifically and aesthetically well designed compared to others. Responsibilities of interior designer. Here are some of the major responsibilities that an interior designer enjoys. Brainstorming and conceptualizing ideas, visualizing and sketching design plans of interior spaces, keeping an eye on the upcoming trends, and ensuring that the end result is aesthetic and functional. Client satisfaction is at most important. 5 core skills needed to be a successful interior designer. Creativity skills. A student needs to possess excellent creativity and should be able to generate unique ideas and styles to suit the client's taste and personality. Number 2 is aesthetic sense. A student must have a very good aesthetic sense which can be acquired by getting good exposure by reading magazines, referring websites, having a mentor. Also, a student can visit various sites completed by top designers and study their designs. Number 3 is sketching. Creating design sketches is one of the fundamental skills that a student needs to pursue because they will need to develop, evaluate, communicate interior floor plans, perspective drawing, elevations and others. Number 4 is visualization skills. A student should have the ability to see and visualize the end result of your work in their minds before it becomes a reality and create an atmosphere congruent with users' lifestyle. Number 5 is CAD skills. Students should be well versed with the use of CAD softwares, namely AutoCAD, 3ds Max, Revit Architecture, SketchUp, Lumion, V-Ray and Photoshop. 10 soft skills you need to be an interior designer. Passion towards profession. A student needs to have a passion to work as an interior designer in the interior designing industry. Number second is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm refers to the drive to know and understand the mechanism of a thing and practically immerse oneself in it with all the energy, interest, and concentration. This trait is indispensable to succeed in the field of interior design. Number third is a positive attitude. A student needs to have a positive attitude to overcome challenges. A student needs to see the positive possibility in a variety of situations. Number four is communication skills. A student must have excellent communication skills since he or she will need to communicate with clients, project managers, contractors, supervisors, vendors, and laborers at various stages like from designing to the execution of a site. Also, listening skills are essential to understanding the need of a client both aesthetically and functionally. Number fifth is problem solving skills. A student should have good problem solving skills. He or she need to have the ability to solve the problems whenever they arise. Number six is flexibility. A student must be very flexible about learning and relearning to remain saleable in this extremely competitive industry. He or she need to adjust to the views and design approach according to a client's requirements, financial constraints, unwanted pressures, etc. Flexibility approach has to turn a difficult situation into a workable one. Number seventh is body language. In this field, a student needs to work with diverse personalities where he or she needs to bow where needed or be aggressive when required. Therefore, good body language is important. Number 8 is multitasking skills. A student needs to be able to do multitask in the interior designing field since there are various tasks that need to be taken care of like coordination, drafting floor plans, site visit, etc. Number 9 is hard-working nature. A student needs to be hardworking to fulfill a client's needs, time and budget. Detail-oriented nature. A student needs to have a detail-oriented nature which would push him or her to make a certain space beautiful by giving personal touches. And number 10 is management skills. Management skills are equally important and are expected in the interior designing practice. The most important skill is time management. The above skills are not taught in any college, but they need to be acquired outside the college to be a really successful interior designer. Is it possible to become an interior designer without a degree? Yes, it is possible to become an interior designer without a degree. An individual just needs to be adept at the required knowledge and skills to build up a career as an interior designer. Although a formal degree of BSc in interior design or a 3-year diploma course can inculcate an aspirant with the apt education and traits which might prove out to be beneficial for accelerating the career. But if you don't have time for that or you're a working professional, a short-term course of 1 year with the right curriculum, practical skills and exposure is good enough to get you started. What does interior design consist of? Interior design consists of understanding the client's needs and seeking an appropriate solution. Includes all aspects of interiors like lighting, colors, ceiling, flooring, electricals, plumbing and sanitation, furniture design, vastu, acoustic, landscaping, fabric, construction materials, rainwater harvesting. You start from learning about scales, measurements, drawing elevation of objects, creating sectional drawings, isometric drawings, perspective, 1-2 point, basics of civil and architectural drawing, kitchen drawings, types of colors, windows and so on. Going forward, you learn science of color, spatial arrangements, computer aided drawing, ergonomics, estimation, work ethics and even psychology. Learning details about plumbing codes, electricity and load-bearing walls will not excite you, but it is necessary. Learning such things gives interior designers an advantage and marketability that decorators simply do not have. Interior design specialization. Interior design does not necessarily mean designing and planning residence interiors and other living spaces. There are several career opportunities in interior designing from which one can choose, such as interior and spatial designer. These designers are responsible for renovating and designing the internal spaces. These spaces include furnishing, color and lighting schemes, structural alteration, fixtures and fittings. The platform for work for these designers can comprise of the commercial, domestic or leisure settings. Next is lighting designers. These designers focus solely on the variety of lights and their impact on the surroundings environment. What lighting should be used in office space, at home or at commercial outlets are the decisions taken by the lighting designer. Visual merchandiser. Designers of this job profile are responsible for creating interesting and innovative designs for visual display at the retail outlet. Visual merchandisers make the outlet fascinating so that the customers are attracted towards the shop. Production designer, art director or set designer. These are the profession in the entertainment industry. They are responsible for creating, maintaining and executing ideas of the director by putting in their creativity and thoughts. Production designers are responsible for set designs that we see on our television screens or in our films. Exhibition designer. As the name suggests, an exhibition designer works on large projects and exhibitions on a commercial basis. The main aim of these designers is to convey the message of their client to the audiences. The other specializations are furniture designers, kitchen designers, architectural technologists, product designer and interior stylist. Salary of an interior designer. For an entry level for interior designer, average pay is around 4 lakhs per annum, while a senior interior designer could earn up to 30 lakhs per annum. Receiving a proper salary depends on a lot of factors such as education, location, work experience and the size of the company. And if you work as an independent consultant, having your own office, there is no limit to how much you can earn on project basis. Check the salaries based on job profiles and experiences. Go through the figure displayed below to find out the salary growth experienced by an interior designer. The best thing about this field is as your learning curve increases, even your salary and income increases manifold. Having testimonials of happy customers is very important. What are the benefits of hiring an interior designer? Saving on time and cost, looks into minute of details, professional touch and expertise, has knowledge of ergonomics and safety at workplace, understands the expressed and inherent unexpressed needs of the clients. Where do interior designers work? They work in architectural or civil engineering firms, construction groups, interior designing consulting firms, facilities management teams of large corporations, paint companies, furniture companies, modular kitchen companies, hotel planning or retail planning, manufacturers representative, set designer companies for theatre, TV or film, event management companies, and they can be self-employed as well. Top recruiting companies. Interior designers can look for a decent job in a number of good companies in India. Apart from giving exposure and some experience, the following companies will add brand value to your resume: Interior, Acropolis, Tag Concepts, Live Space, Urban Ladder, Bonito Designs, Film Factory, Inch, Homelane. Now let us see the pros and cons of becoming an interior designer. Satisfaction that you have contributed to the betterment of our world and created something beautiful. Enjoyment of the work itself, and it's not a 9 to 5 typical routine job. Ability to exercise your creativity and see your ideas actually build. Every day or nearly every hour is unique and different. Work in a career that is well respected by the public. You get a chance to work in an environment full of light, life and colors. As part of a job, you get to interact and communicate with many people, which is good for some networking. Established interior designers are paid very well and it's a growing industry. Cons of becoming an interior designer. An interior designer cannot execute his or her idea without manpower and resources. One of the biggest challenges can also be dealing with clients regarding the payment. A single project will consume a lot of your time before it actually shapes up. The level of competition is very high in the field of interior designing. Irrespective of a few cons, the benefits are manifold. Keeping up with the future trends involving population growth, designing for the elderly, sustainable design, effective space utilization, green design can help you gain the upper hand in the competitive industry. To conclude, interior designing is a rewarding and a growing industry to be in. I hope you enjoyed this video and I see you soon in the next video. Take care, stay safe.